Ah, there we go.
But I haven't streamed it. I haven't streamed in like a couple of days. That's why I haven't told you.
Right. Well, I only asked you about 4
since...
times what it is, and every time you go, I'm not streaming tonight, or I don't know, you don't need to. It's on Motive or whatever. Like, you know, and you just keep giving me the brush off, like, you know. I thought you had some secret going on there.
No, I just haven't streamed anything. All right, are you streaming? Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it all went through, so I think it was already set up because the little broadcast box came up straight away, and it asked me for broadcast approval, and I said yes when we started the session. So, as far as I'm concerned, we're in and we're on.
2 seconds, G. I'll give you the stream in a sec. 2 seconds.
You'll know, won't you?
Yeah, go straight to my. Computer. Yeah. Home.
G, have we got a grid graphic come up today? Yeah, I've got it. I've got the grid order in front of me. So Kelly, I can talk about the grid order.
Okay, Mark, we'll get to that. Yeah, right on.
Yeah, when you reckon it'll be just around the time, obviously they're you know, setting up.
Getting ready.
Getting ready.
Yeah,
that's the word.
Yeah.
What was it gonna be again? Yes. The track. What track are we using?
Suga.
I'm literally on the screen, but I'm blind. I'm actually blind.
You're a lot louder now, Hunter. I can hear you a lot louder now.
Yeah, if you want me to turn it down, it's fine.
No. It's about right. It sounds right. Sounds good.
Keep it like this. Okay,
right, there you go, G.
Are you going to queue us in, G? You staying on the side, or are you going in game chat? Cool, good man.
Perfecto.
Yeah, I don't know either, mate. It's getting a little bit.
That's a long. Yeah, don't matter.
he's getting it along beautifully. Let him be.
Right, I'm gonna jump in the party chat. Cheers, guys. Oh,
right,
have fun.
Yeah, see you, mate. Right, I've got the list of the corners here on the screen here, Kelly, as well.
Oh, I have the same thing right now.
Have you? Horseback corner, rainbow corner, horseback
corner, backstretch corner,
110R,
SP out, 110R corner, final corner.
110R, yeah. 110R one is the long curve. We're near the S3.
Rainbow corner. That prolapse will love that one.
Prolapse corner, but there's no prolapse drivers though, is there?
No, it don't mean there won't be any prolapse watchers though. Hey, there might be some of them.
Yeah. So I need to just remind me, G. So I need to retire and spectate. Yeah. Which I've
Hunter,
done,
have you...
and I can go monitor.
I'm here.
Yeah, have you got the things in front? Yeah, here we go. Good lad.
There we go. Yeah.
Right.
There we go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Motive Racing for a Tuesday evening. Clio Cups Tier 1 is what we're on this evening. Good evening and welcome. We're here at Sergio, Sport Lounge Sergio here in Japan. I'm joined in the commentary box. My name's Kelly Davis. I'm joined by Martin Story, ex-Mark. Good evening, Martin.
Good evening, Kelly. How you doing, buddy?
I'm very, very well. And we're also joined by Mika this evening, or Hunter as he's known by his gamer tag. Good evening, Mika.
Good evening. How's everyone doing today?
Are you well?
I'm fine today.
Good. And Mika is joining us from the Netherlands this evening. And how's the weather in the Netherlands at the moment?
It's getting a bit older, getting a bit spring-like.
Excellent.
The Nederlander, they call it. Let's get it right.
Do they? Right, okay.
No,
We're off on a tangent already. We've only been in for about a minute, and we're already on a tangent. Let's just quickly, before we go off down the road of talking about all sorts except motorsport. Let's just talk about this evening's proceedings. So this is the Tier 1 of the Clios, the Silent X Energy sponsored Clio Cup that we run here on Motive. This is the Tier 1 guys. This is the sharp end. These are the guys who are quick. We've just had the Tier 2s on track a few moments ago, and there was some great action there. But as I said, this is the Tier 1s. This is the sharp end. So stick around. We've got 2 races for you this evening. What you're watching at the moment is a warm-up session. Warm-up session is going to run for about 10 minutes. And then we will have a sprint race, which is a reverse grid sprint race. So the reverse grid goes from the championship order, and we'll tell you about that a little bit later on, who's where and so on and so forth. Following that, we'll take a quick break. Following that, we'll have another qualifying session, and then we'll have the feature race with a pit stop. So lots of action here this evening, lots to be talking about, and I'm in good company to talk about it. Yeah, guys, Mark, let's start with you. Predictions for this evening. Do you like the track? Do you not like the track? Who do you think is going to go well? Give me some.
It's a bit early for predictions, mate, but I'll chuck in a couple already. Why not? I'll put my money already on John Boy. This track, I do not know actually. No, I do know actually. I have been on this, mate. It's it's a bit tough. There's a nasty little hairpin up on the top part of the track, and also a very interesting chicane, slightly uphill. But it's got some fast flowing corners as well at the same time. I think the last corner is one of those ones you can really put your foot down and go round it in 4th, 5th gear. But let's see how that goes. But yeah, I'll put my money on John Boy, mate. That's me.
Okay, that's a fair shout, because John Boy's a quick boy, we know that. Mika, what about you? Have you had much time around this track yourself?
I have not heard of this track since today.
Okay. Well, that means that it's all new to you, so that's quite exciting, isn't it?
That's going to be surprising, yeah.
Yeah. Again, have you been following the Clios? Have you been following the championship? It's only your second time commentating with us, is it?
Say it again?
Sorry, is it your second time commentating with us, or?
Third time.
Third time, yeah, absolutely. So have you followed this championship at all on Motive prior to commentating?
I did look at a bit, like who to keep an eye out on, and who just might win.
Okay, and who's impressed you?
I think John Boy.
John Boy again. Well, it's like the John Boy fan club here, isn't it?
It is a John Boy fan club. So Mika, what do you race in then? Which championships do you race in?
I race in the GT3 Tier 2s.
Got it. Yeah. And is this your first season at Motive?
It is actually. Yeah.
Have you been doing much sim racing on Project Cars 2 before this, or is this sort of fairly new to you?
I have, but it's mostly endurance racing.
Oh, endurance, interesting. Ooh, what's your longest race you've been on, an endurance race?
Actually, 24 hours with a friend of mine.
Woof. Have you ever done
that took a lot of time.
Did you do it with brakes? Put the AI on? What did you do? I've never done a 24
every time. When we were doing a pit stop, we were in the same room together, and the other one was lunching or taking a break, and the other one would take up while we were in the pits.
Wow, that's cool. Have you ever done is this a loaded question, Kelly? Have you ever done a 24-hour?
Many of them, Mart, but not racing. I haven't. I know that they've done one. I've done a couple over on Simplay before, and I know there is talk. I was chatting to Matt from Simplay about doing they were talking about doing another 24-hour anyway, and they were talking about doing. I threw in the idea that we did a tribute to Sabine Schmidt and did the Nordschleife 24-hour.
Oh mate, I'll be up for that.
There's talk of it, and I know the guys who've done 24 before have put the AI in place. I know Daniel's done.
Strategy.
Sorry?
This AI is sometimes kind of stupid.
Yeah, yes.
Friendly.
Yeah, but the kind of the single drivers, I mean, to drive 24 hours in one stint is just it's almost impossible, isn't it? You know, so those single drivers need to have the AI, and it's the same for everyone. Do you know what I mean? That's the point. You know, so the longer you can spend in the car, obviously, the better. But I think you can up the pace of the AI in the settings. So I believe. I'm not 100% sure, and I'm sure someone will put me straight if I'm wrong. But I'm sure you can put the AI to quite a high level, and then when you swap out to the AI, then they keep a okay-ish pace. You know, so although
maybe that's what I should do in the normal races, Kelly. Just put the AI on.
I thought about it. I thought about it. It might be an improvement on my game. You know, so
that would not be that smart though.
Sorry?
Because some people have better performance than the AIs. So
of course,
you would still not benefit from it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I mean, it's the way they do it. As I said, I haven't done it yet, but as I said, there is talk of one. Imminently on Simplay. So although me and Daniel talked about again just what Mika was saying about sharing the driving. So Dan was going to come round here, and I was going to commentate some of it. He was going to commentate some of it, and we would both share the driving. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what pans out. But
by the way, can I just say, I've just remembered, because I'm spectator. And I'm actually, this is going to hit my bloody points, my license and my points.
Oh,
I'm going to go down from an S to an A. That happened to me last time.
Well, to be fair, I don't follow any of that. To be fair, I don't.
I'm very precious of my S license, Kelly.
Right.
I've just got my S license, and now I'm going to go back to an A. Oh well, whatever. You only live once, don't you? Who gives a damn?
Well, yeah.
Quite
absolutely.
frankly, I don't give a damn.
Well, there we go. There we go. And yes, so endurance stuff is what we were talking about, and what Mika is used to doing. This isn't an endurance. This is going to be a sprint race and then a feature race. Just at the moment, Delore is the quickest man on track. John Boy is second. And I mean, these times are immaterial. These are just in that great shot on that corner when most of them are going sideways.
Between John Boy and what was that?
Delore.
Yeah.
And yes, I mean, typical Clios, to be honest. You look at the whole top 10 is separated by less than a second. 8/10 separates the whole top 10. This is very much Clios. Clios are got to be one of the most exciting championships of the whole week.
In between you two, Xmas doesn't seem to have put on a time.
That's because that's me. That's me.
That's Mark.
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
it's what I normally do. I just sit. It's what I normally do. I just sit in the pit and have a cup of tea.
A cup of tea, and wait for some action.
Strategy.
Yeah. So we are at the end of the practice session. As I said, it's a practice session. This means nothing. The race will start in reverse grid order, and Mark's been doing his homework because he knows what that order is, don't you?
I will, but I'll leave it until we just start readying up, and they've got a formation lap as well, haven't they? And I'll say it as they're going down the formation lap. So
absolutely, that's fine.
But one thing I will say is, Kelly and Mika, is the only G's leading the championship at the moment, quite significantly from Andy, and we don't have Andy on this evening, is my understanding, on the list. So it's really the top two drivers is the G and John Boy. Motoring Morgan is in fourth place at the moment. Delore, keep your eye out for Delore. He is a very, very good driver. Did amazingly in the touring cars on Sunday. And our friend Dehuis Rocker, man with the best name in the house. To coin a phrase, because that's what it is. It's called the House Rocker, as you said.
Yep.
And then after the House Rocker, we've got N-Dubs. We've got your boy Dan. So
N-Dubs.
and Dubs, and you've got Laney just keeping up their end. Laney's not here, I think you told me earlier, didn't you,
yeah, no, somebody told me actually. I think G told me that Laney isn't.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it is, because he's nearly towards the front, isn't
right
he?
Yeah,
he's a front runner for sure.
There.
Yeah.
And then we got the back end drivers of Luti, Melty Dazzler, Villigre, and Nick the Villa and WSRC. So let's see, but reverse grid, opposite way round. The leaders have got to fight their way up, haven't they, Kelly and Nikki?
Yeah.
So let's see what happens. So I need to retire and spectate. So
yeah, otherwise you'll be in this race.
Otherwise, I'll just be sat on the grid. I'll be driving with my controller.
So
retire.
Sportline Sergio is where we are this evening. Just a couple of quick facts. Built in 1975, this track, and it's got a length of 3.7 kilometres, 50,000 person capacity, owned by the Yamaha Motor Company, and the lap record is a 106.3 done by Nick Cassidy, never heard of him, in a Dallara SF19, so exactly your Formula Renault type car. The Dallara is on Gran Turismo, I believe. That exact same car, but that's the one that's done the fastest lap. So we're just getting ready to go. Mick is going to put us on a track view. There we go. Good. Excellent.
And
now these guys... There we go. Hang on a minute. Don't get a little too excited. They're going to do a formation lap where they're going to get themselves into order, and Mark's going to give us that order right now.
Absolutely, thanks Kelly. So from the front we've got Smoky Devil kicking off at the front in position 1, then we've got WSRCJ in position 2, Nick the Villa in 3rd, Villigrek in 4th, Melted Dazzler in 5th, Luta McShooty in 6th, and now we come to the middle part of the group. We've got Unorthodox in 7th, Dahus Rocker in 8th, Delore in 9th, Motorin Morgan in 10th, John Boy in 11th, Andy, who's unfortunately not driving, would have been in 12th, but after John Boy will be the only G, so they're now getting themselves all set up for that. You can see they're more or less there, aren't they, by the looks of it. Smokey at the front, WSRC, and the G, they've done well to get themselves into position, Kelly.
Yeah, they're getting the hang of this, aren't they?
Yeah, it's sometimes a bit painful, I've noticed sometimes when we've done this, but I think people are getting the hang of it. I think you're right.
Yes, indeed. So we are lined up, ready to go. Smoky Devil is, in all intents and purposes, is your safety car, as it were. He controls the pace, and he has the choice of when he can go, when he's close towards the end of the lap. Everyone behind him is in order. Smoky Devil at the front, the only G at the back. So we will see what happens at the end of this race. It's a 30-minute, 25-minute race, and we've obviously lost a couple of moments going across the line, getting set up. So we're ready to go. John Boy looks, Smoky Devil looks like he's pushed the button and he's away across the line. He leads, obviously. Everyone in behind. Slipstream's so incredibly important on this one as they come down into turn 1. So it's still Smoky Devil. Line of stern, everyone at the moment. Don't seem to be too much overtaking going on in these first couple of corners. So it's still Smoky Devil. Oh, and there's a change from behind. Nick the Villa goes down the inside. They haven't pushed the shove. Nick goes sideways as well as they all come up, start going up the hill. So it's Nick the Villa manages to keep it all together in second place. His car's off at the back. I don't know who that is. We're looking at Delore now, so they're all following still quite tightly as we go up round to the back end of the circuit. The only G is still towards the back. It was WSRJ who went backwards by the looks of it and went off the track, so he's got work to do. So Smoky Devil still out front. Nick the Villa and Villiga is in third place as they come down the long back straight and into what I believe is the final corner. Big long right-hander as the cameraman's having trouble to pick up. Oh no, we've got another infield section, haven't we, before the last corner. That's it. And I don't. There's a rainbow corner as well, isn't there? That we were saying just off air before we started.
Yeah, correct. turn 7 will be the rainbow corner.
Turn 7 is the rainbow corner. Just for Mika here, if you don't understand the significance of the rainbow, Mika, we have a team, Prolapse, who team that get involved, which Mark's involved in fact, and their logo is a rainbow, so they're going to love that corner. And
yeah, I've seen them popping up a couple times.
Yeah, absolutely. They're always on the chat, always round and about, aren't they, Mark? Yes, indeed. We've lost Mark by the sounds of it. You still there, Martin?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I had it on mute. Yes, we're out and about with the rainbows. But anyway, we're not here to talk about rainbows because there's no Prolapse drivers on the track. Let's have a look at where we are. So, who are you following at the moment then?
We're on board with. Yeah, sorry, Mickey, you go ahead.
We're on board with Melted currently in P5.
Yeah. Got it. So we've got a group here of 5 drivers in a little gaggle of 5. All tightly packed. That's what we say. We always say this, don't we, Kelly? The tight driving is just amazing, isn't it? I love it. So exciting. And yeah, like little mini touring cars, right? That's what it is, isn't it?
Yes, it is, absolutely that, and very similar cars in the way that they drive these little Clios, very similar to the touring cars. As look, Nick de Villa's having a look at Smoky Devil now. Smoky Devil under pressure. Nick de Villa's going down the inside. He's made it stick. Smokey's gone out wide. I think he's going to get mugged by a few others down this straight, to be honest. So Nick de Villa leads at the moment. Looty McShooty, they're all getting involved. Vliga's in there as well. Going 3 wide around the side of Smoky Devil. So it's Nick de Villa who leads, Smoky Devil in the middle, everyone else in second by the looks of it, as they all go 3 wide round the corner. And it's who's got his Vliga's gone into second place, or Fly as we call him from time to time because he likes to be called that, and Looty McShooty in second. So this race is far from done. There's as WSRJ's gone in the pits. What's he gone in the pits for? Yeah, I don't know what he would have gone in the pits for, but yeah, he's
very
in the
odd,
pits.
Isn't it? He's going into time. No, his pit crew aren't doing anything. That was a weird. No fuel.
Maybe, I was going to say, well, it's not a drive-through because he's hasn't driven through, but yeah.
Nick damage it looks like.
Could be. If we
There's
go
no
back
damage on. There's no damage on, mate.
No, yeah, no damage. If we go back to the front, Mika, because Nick de Villa is under pressure from Vliga. He's in a quarter of a second of him. There we go, there's Vliga, and he's hunting down Nick de Villa now as we start to get...
Ooh!
Oh, he's gone wide, hasn't he? So Vliga's going round. That's a great shot round there. That really is... I know you're seeing a different picture to us, Mark, but there's that low-down shot, one of those corners where they're like sideways as they go round.
I think I was watching, unfortunately, the same... Oh, sorry, you were just about to say the fog, mate. Is that what you were about to say?
Yeah, the fog... yeah, that's where I was going with this. There's a great shot on one of the corners there is the one I was mentioning, but look at the fog coming in now.
Wow.
The tier 2s had about a fog, and so fog in the dark, in the Clios, in a
hard for them today.
Yeah, absolutely. They're earning their money, aren't they? If they were paid anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. So
and a penalty.
Yeah, penalty for the house rocker dudes. Rocker has got a penalty for something. I don't know what he's got it for, what the penalty is. But 3 seconds. So
is 3 seconds. Yeah, I can come up if you need me to check the penalties. I can do that on my end.
Right. Yeah, Mika just brought it up on screen for us. So yeah, we've seen that. So 3 seconds. That sounds like a couple of track limits to me. I don't know what else that would be for. So as Nick de Villa is going backwards, Looty McShooty's just put one over on him, and poor old Nick's going backwards now after a small time at the front. He's going backwards, and he's going to be under pressure from Smoky Devil, and Melted Dazzer's in there as well, actually. So or not far off this battle. So 17 minutes to go, still all to play for.
Just looking at fastest laps here, Kelly, just to give you some facts on fastest laps. So Veligre, who's leading, no, Looty McShooty's got fastest lap actually. with Valigri just slightly behind. You don't see the fastest lap, you see the last lap on that first white column.
And another penalty.
Melted does there. I'll tell you what he got for that. Just 1 second, if I can. Oh, I've just come out of the game. Damn it.
Oh dear. That makes for a problem.
A 2-second one.
2 seconds. Yeah.
You carry. I'll listen in and then give you any facts. Carry on. Sorry, mate.
Okay, so you've lost. You've exited the game. Have you? So you can't see at all.
Yeah, unfortunately, sorry. Yeah. Accidentally hit the OK and cancel thing. That's the.
You should be able to get back in on the next session, though, shouldn't you?
Yeah.
As we go to the next session. So we'll wing it a bit with Mark there for 15 minutes. As Looty McShooty is right on the back of Ligra now, and Nick de Villa's found pace again as well. Sorry.
Look to make a move, I think.
Absolutely, Looty McShoot is getting very, very racy at the back of Vigla. So as someone went off in the background there, didn't they? I didn't see who it was, but never mind, because the fight for the lead is hotting up. As Looty McShooty takes a look down the inside along the start-finish straight, he'll be on the inside for turn one. If he's going to have to outbrake it, he's going to have to be later on the brakes than Vigla. And can he make it stick? Looty McShooty goes down the inside. Oh, they stay side by side as they go round, but Vigla's kept it in front of Looty McShooty. Nice clean racing. Nice clean racing there for sure. And Nick de Villa getting back involved. As I say that, Nick gets a little bit squirrely under braking. And certainly a strong fight here, Mika, isn't it?
It sure is. Just
look at this lot.
Another penalty.
Another penalty. That's Daniel. He's track limits probably. I'm thinking he's not going.
It looks like he got some damage, like he went off the track.
Yeah, I don't know if Dan's had an off or not. Obviously, as we said, the damage is off. The damage that you see is obviously just superficial, just visual. But Dan was at a bit.
Show is when someone goes off.
Yeah, so maybe he's had a bit of an off, and whatever. So Looty McShooty still trying to get that first place away from Vigla, and Nick de Villa still just staying close, just staying in arm's length, isn't he, Mika? Just staying there, ready to attack. Close. Yeah, absolutely.
We're waiting to get that D1 back.
Yeah, well, maybe Nick's just looking there and hoping these two will trip over themselves and he can make advantage of these guys. Big battles going on behind as well. There's close racing behind. There you go. Look at this lot. Smoky Devil all the way back. Side by side indeed with it's the only G coming up through. The only G's on is on a rampage like he normally is, starting at the back. Championship leader is now up into 5th place as he's just cleared the pole man of Smoky Devil, and now where is he on the page? Only 3.6 seconds off the lead is the only G. He's got Motoring Morgan to deal with first. Motoring Morgan, we know, is a quick boy. As we have a bit of sideways action in the background, nothing too serious. Motoring Morgan, as I was saying, is a quick boy. We know he's a quick lad. These two have had multiple battles, the only G and Motoring Morgan, in the past. So that's the next target for G. In front of them, just a couple of seconds down the road, the battle's still going on for first place, and Vigla is still keep. Oh no, he's not. As I speak, Looty's done it. He's overtaken him, Mika. We just in sort of tail end of that, didn't we?
Yeah, just missed it, sadly.
Yes, indeed. If you didn't, Mark, have you gone onto a stream or?
I'm on the stream, but
you're on the stream watching it, so you're a few seconds behind us.
Yeah. That's it. I'm watching Looty, but it's interesting to see the G has worked his way up from the back to 5th place, mate. As we know, he'll always be there or thereabouts. My man in the on the money, John Boy, seems to be struggling a little bit in 7th place, but he's only 6 seconds off the lead. You know what it's like. You've only got literally 6 seconds between first and 8th, so there's nothing between it. But so
no.
Great driving by Looty in the league there.
And another penalty from John Boy.
Yeah, John Boy got one now. The guy that you guys both tipped for for good things here, and normally John Boy's a quick boy, so there's a couple of guys who are quick who are just struggling tonight. Unorthodox, the Who's Rocker, John Boy, Melted Dazzler are all struggling there, all on penalties as well. Delore not exactly going quickly, he's usually faster than that as well. So yeah, so there's a couple of guys towards the back who are normally towards the sharp end, just not being able to find the pace to bring themselves to the front. The only person going forward really is the only G and Motion Morgan as well. They're both moving forward, both still in very close company in 4th and 5th at the moment. The top three have kind of spaced themselves a little bit. They're all still very close, but just gapped a little bit, the top three. So still Looty McShooty in first. Vliga is in second place, and it's Nick de Villa in third as they come round to complete lap 10, or to start lap 10 should I say, with another 10 minutes to go in this race.
Yeah, this gap here that you just mentioned, 3 seconds is a big gap in Clio's, Kelly, right? As you know, there's a lot. Oh, more penalties
for
Smokey.
WSR.
Yeah, WSRJ's got one, and looks like Smokey's got one as well. Yeah, penalties coming left, right, and centre as these boys take a little bit too much.
The back end.
Yeah.
The back end drivers are getting all the penalties, aren't they? But yeah, as I was saying, the gap in these, having the 3 second gap is a big gap, mate, with these cars, as you know. So yeah, it's going to be a fight for that group of 3, I think. How many laps have we got left in the race now?
We've got 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. So what we got? 5 laps.
5, 6,
6
laps.
laps.
6 laps.
Yeah. As we see.
So,
sorry, Mark. Go on.
No, shoot away, mate.
Yeah, we were just. It's a very tight scrap in between. Vliga's gone wide. Gone very, very wide. Has Nick de Villa been able to capitalise on that? He hasn't, unfortunately. Vigla went very.
At the right time.
Yes, absolutely. Perfect timing. And yeah, Vigla went wide, was on the grass. Nick de Villa is very close now and is thinking, I want that. If he's been on the grass, I want that position. As we're on board with Looty McShooty at the moment, but that's not where the action's going on. We need to go
out of there, though.
Yeah, we need to go back one. There we go.
Oh.
There we go. Nick Villa has a look down into turn 1, but not close enough this time. But Vigla is looking a little bit scruffy now. Don't you think, Mika?
He is, yeah. Just to interrupt again, another penalty is given to who's that?
The only G.
The only G also has a penalty now.
Yes, he does. We're on board with the only G.
Left and right.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's fallen off the back of Motorin Morgan as well. So he was right up behind Motorin Morgan a couple of laps ago, and he's now just dropped off a second or two. So we don't know quite what's happening with G and why he's if he's had a bit of an off or whatever. But he's picked himself up a time penalty, and he's not making real indents into the back of Motorin Morgan. But quite rightly, as Mark said, if you start to drop off on these Clios, you really want to be in that second behind the guy in front of you. The slipstream is so powerful, and we've talked about this a lot with Clios. The slipstream is so powerful that you really need to be right in there. You start dropping back 2 or 3 seconds, becomes extremely difficult to catch that time back up again. Yeah, absolutely. So we've only got 5 drivers left now that haven't had a penalty actually. So yeah, it's
weird day today. Almost more than half the grid has a time penalty.
Yes, indeed, and I think touring cars was a bit like that on Sunday night as well. I think touring cars, tier 1.
Touring cars were light. They didn't have too many. Unless you're talking about tier 1.
Tier 1 I'm talking about, yeah, tier 1.
Yeah,
tier 1 they
seem
seemed... tier 1 seemed to be the penalties. I don't think there was quite so many penalties tier 2 on touring car, Mika, because it was wet. And the game apparently, so I've been told by the experts, compensates a little bit for the wet, gives you a little bit more leeway on the slowdowns, and you're not moving quite so fast as well. So it kind of compensates for that a little bit. You don't get quite so many penalties when you're driving in the wet. But the Tier 1 guys on Sunday night, yeah, I think there was only 2 people left who didn't have penalties. So and it's a bit like that this evening. These boys are obviously taking, I don't know where on this track that where they're hopping curbs and getting slowdowns. I don't know which, possibly between turn 1 and turn 2. If we just stay on board, Mika, for a minute and have a full lap on board with Nick Navilla. Nick's currently in 3rd place. You come down the hill, I know it's a right-hander, a double right-hander is your first section, so hard on the brakes, round it, yeah, see, yeah, not so difficult to go wide, you can keep it in there, and again, as you come round down into a left-hander, I know it drops right down to the bottom part, you go left and then start rising up the hill. Now there's a chicane just here, which is an uphill, quite tricky chicane, definitely the second part, easy and run wide there. This one again is one of those corners that you think you can go faster than you actually can, and again, double apex
corner, by the way.
That's the rainbow corner. That's the one where you think you can go faster than you can, and tends to spit you out the other side. Nick Navilla coming right up behind Fly now, and right in his slipstream as they come down the back straight. Long right-hander now, as I remember, almost 180 degrees, yeah, close to it. Nick Navilla getting very interested now. Left-hander, as you see the back end of that Clio go, another left-hander, reasonably fast one, but Vigla's gone wide. Oh, Nick Navilla's hit him. Oh, there's a big accident. Nick gets turned round, he's looking at the wrong way around the track. Vigla, I don't know where he's gone, but Vigla was out as well. Nick Navilla's hit the reset. He's going, this is Vigla, there we go, Vigla, he's
going to be gutted with that.
Yeah, Vigla dropped it. Do you see it on the stream, Mark? Has it not come up?
Yeah, just seen it now. Yeah. I saw Nick Navilla go on 2 wheels, and then I saw him get hit behind. Just a racing incident by the looks of that.
Yeah, Vigla lost it, and well, Nick was right there behind him, and he collected up the back of him. So, as you say, looked like a racing incident. Although Vigla's now taking somebody else off. Who was that he was racing with there? Who did he take? Was that John Boy? I'm not sure. Keep an eye on that one on the stream there, Mark, when it comes up, because because Vigla just hit somebody. Yeah,
just seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the G, I think, wasn't it?
I thought it was a yellow car. Was it G? Was it?
Yeah, G's the yellow car. Yeah, which allowed G to move back up into 4th. Yeah, it was the G.
Right, I thought G was in the Monster
sorry,
Energy.
no, I'm wrong, mate. It was John Boy. John Boy. Yeah, sorry, mate.
Yeah, so John Boy, and I mean, this has mixed everything right up. Look at the order now. Louis McShooty's still out in front, but it's Motor and Morgan is the big, the man to have had the big benefit out of all that action is Motor and Morgan. He's now into 2nd place, kept his nose clean and out of it. John Boy is in 3rd, and with the G in 4th. So John Boy having a stronger second half of this race, don't you think? He was well down at the beginning, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's come back up again.
Really lucky.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes
crashes and now back in P3.
Yeah, so you know, sometimes this is how it works out, isn't it, guys? You know, sometimes you're just no pace, nothing's happening, then all of a sudden a couple of guys fall off or crash into each other, whatever, and all of a sudden you're in a podium position, and that's exactly what's been happening for John Boy at the moment. He's got a few cars behind him, pretty close. The only G is right behind him, and for anybody I don't want to see in my rear view mirror is the only G coming up behind me, you know, so yeah, I'd be a little bit nervous at that.
Tell you he's gutted, mate. Nick Navilla's gutted, I would imagine, from 3rd to 8th, and he was in chance of getting a podium there, buddy.
Yeah, they are going really well, but just
is what it is. It's the way it happens.
That's motor racing. That's motor racing one way or another. Yeah, Nick Davila going backwards in this one, no fault of his own. He was just close, and as Wiegler went wide and went up on two wheels, he just collected him up, spun him round, put him backwards, and now 14 seconds off the lead with 2 minutes to go. He isn't going to recover too much from that. Still looking good for Luty McShooty at the front. He is 4 and a bit seconds in front of Motor and Morgan. Got this race done, I reckon, other than just the formalities of getting to the end. As you see, Motor and Morgan trying to break the toe of John Boy and the G. The John Boy and the G following over as he tries to break that toe. They all know how important the toe is around here on these Clios, particularly on any track, really.
Well, we're now going into the final lap of the race.
Yes, we are. We will. That will be the last one. Has he come across the line already, Luty? We might get one more in, mightn't we?
One more lap, yeah.
Yeah, we might get one more in. We'll have to just keep an eye on that, Mika, because we need to see the winner come across the line. So where's Luty at the moment? There he is. Yeah, he's. What have we got? 45 seconds. Yeah, hard to say really. If this is, we might go get another one in. Well, someone found the graphics at the bottom there. We had all the graphics at the bottom, just flicked on and flicked off. So Luty McShooty coming round. Got 20 seconds to go. He might go another lap yet. It's going to be hard to say really. Yes, it looks that's the final corner, isn't it? And he goes up the hill. Yes, we are gonna just about, I reckon, go into a last lap of 6 seconds as he comes. Oh, it's going to be so close, isn't it? So
no,
close.
It's not going to be.
No, he does. We go another lap. We go another lap.
That was really close.
Really close, yeah, absolutely.
That was really close.
Yeah, so the only G, with why we've been kind of working out if we've got another lap or not, the only G is done Motor and Morgan. Oh, look, John Boy as well. John Boy and Motorin are getting very, very tasty together. This is the scrap for the final podium positions. So it's the only G is in second. He needs to check out now, but Motor and Morgan won't let him have that easily. And John Boy's got the bit between his teeth as well. And who's that coming to help her, coming to have a go as well? Delore, isn't it? Is the man on the back of this group as they come round.
They are going to lap WRCJ.
Yeah, WRCJ's got out the way, well out the way, which is great. So for this pair to fight it out for the last podium positions, but it's still looking good for G and Motor and Morgan in second and third. John Boy went backwards in the last couple of races, so we don't know what happened to him. We are coming round to the last couple of corners now. Don't know if there's any opportunities left for these guys to make any position. John Boy's still very close. We better go back on board with Luty, Mika, because he's coming up to the line, comes up over the hill, and it's a win for Luty McShooty. Got out front,
his lights,
kept it clean.
Celebrating the win.
Yep, the only G's going to come across the line in second place. No, Motor and Morgan made it in front of
Just
the only G. G goes into third over the line. John Boy will be fourth. Delore in fifth. Wiegler going so well, ended up in sixth. De Heers Rocker in seventh. Nick Davila is going to come across eighth. On Orthodubs ninth. Melted Daza 10th. Smoky Devil in 11th. WRSJ in 12th. That, of course, when they all get across the line and all the penalties are worked out and sorted out, the race is over. So we'll have a look down through the classifications. So it was Luty McShooty from Motor and Morgan, the only G. Fourth place, John Boy. Delore in fifth. Wiegler in sixth. Seventh place, De Heers Rocker. Eighth will be Nick Davila. Ninth, Unorthodox. And 10th is Melted Daza, who had the fastest lap. The only G, is it a 1:30.4? Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, that could be.
I think it is. So,
yes.
Well, gentlemen, that was race one done, the sprint race. How was that for you, Mark?
I I think I need to do a share play with you on the next one because I can't really see what you're watching, to be honest. But we'll sort that out in the next one. But yeah, good to see Looty stuck by it right at the front, right from the start, more or less, didn't he? Shame on Nick coming back a little bit through the from second right the way down to 8th. But that's the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. Definitely looked like a racing incident. Valigra got a little bit scrappy towards the end, I must say. But what can you do? These things happen, don't they, mate?
Certainly do. And Mika, a few words from you?
Yeah, it was really interesting to see Motor Morgan just overtake the only G in the last second and take
yes, indeed.
second place. That was really interesting.
Yes,
and
indeed.
The two crashes in a row with who was those two people?
We had Nick Navilla and Vigla. They crashed together, and yeah, a few others for sure. Okay, we move on to the feature race. We're going to take a short break. While we're in the short break, why don't you just subscribe to the stream, press the like button, or even pop over and have a look at Silent X Energy's website, who are our sponsors. And so love for you to go and have a look at them. We'll be back in just a few minutes with the feature race. Qualifying will be first, and then will be a feature race straight after. So don't go far. Come back and join us in just a few moments.
Are you there?
Not yet. We out? Yep, cool. Okay. All good.
By the way, you were saying one of the members their names wrong.
Sorry, what?
Dutchman. You were saying the rocker, or how were you saying that second part? Yeah, you were saying that wrong. In Dutch, it's the house rocker.
It's the house rocker, yeah. We know that, yeah.
Yeah, it's sounding really weird when I'm Dutch and someone's saying it like that.
Yeah, well, it's I've certainly picked up on how everyone else has commentated on it in the past. So we all seem to call him Tahuas Rocker, and he has in the chat. You know, I think he's fine with being called Tahuas Rocker, but he has explained it to us that it is the house rocker.
Yeah.
Are we off air now, by the way?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Can you do a share play for me, please, Kelly? Because it's the
PS4.
Yeah, I've fired up PS4 now, mate. Yeah.
I'll do it.
Oh, you need to be my friend then, Hunter.
No, I don't think so.
Do you not? Okay, go for it.
Wait, who do I need to? X-Mark, right?
X-Mark, yeah. Well, it's nice seeing the PS4 UI again, actually.
It's a good machine.
Lucky
it's a brilliant machine.
With the PS5.
Say again, mate.
Lucky bastard with the PS5.
I got two of them on the first day, actually.
Oh,
You're joking.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Well, I know I gave one to my brother-in-law, but
like you do.
Yeah, it was an early, you know. Oh, hang on, host went away. Oh, back again. That's much better. Now I can see everything.
I hope my mic was good for the race. Wait, was it a bit clearer than last time?
How did Morgan get you at the end? Oh, penalty, of course, right, yeah.
So I slowed down. I lost about 3-4 seconds to Morgan.
Yeah.
But he was still there. He slowed down, but still there. So I was fine.
Where were you getting the slowdowns? What's the worst? What corner? The last few, is it? Right. Because I was trying to work out where people, because there was a lot of the field got penalties, a lot. So I was trying to work out who was getting what.
More than half.
Yeah. And I was trying to work out who was going wide where, you know, but I don't know the track well enough to work it out.
It was a spectacular race, though.
Yeah, you got to love Clio's.
Oh, there we go again.
It's not easy.
No.
That's why I don't drive them. I don't like them. I absolutely don't like them.
No, they are hard work. Sergio's not the easiest track either, is it?
The easiest part might be the back straight, I think. Just going straight, that's the easiest part.
Oh, mate, in a Clio, that's even difficult then. They just don't like going in a straight line.
You know what's the fun part? I was coming back from school, and I saw a Renault Clio, and I immediately thought, hey, I'm doing that tonight. That's absolutely the first thing that came to my mind. Not, oh, that's just a random car. No, I'm doing that today.
Yeah, cool. Cool.
You won't be doing. Well, imagine if you see. When do we go live? GT. Well, imagine if you saw a GT3 on the road, Nika.
Yeah, that would be odd. I don't think any of those are road legal, by the way.
No, I know.
Actually, the fun part is I think 2 days ago I bought a Lego set about the Porsche 911 RSR, and I just finished it today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for the feature race at the Silent X Energy Clio Cups here on Motive Racing. I'm joined once again for this feature race with Mart and with Mika. Hello, guys. Are you still okay from 2 minutes ago?
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, I can now see what you're seeing now. I've got SharePlay kindly given to me by Mika. Thanks, mate. Thanks for letting me see what you're seeing. Make it easier for me.
Don't forget to tell me to turn it off, because that's going to be weird afterwards.
It only lasts for an hour, and then it cuts off anyway. But
I didn't know that.
Yeah, an hour and it runs out, and then you have to refresh it. But we are just on board now at the moment with the race 1 winner. If you missed race 1, or if you missed tier 2 earlier this evening, where the hell have you been? You've missed all this action, you know, and some great action as normal with the Clios. And you're looking at the race 1 winner for the tier 1s this evening, Luty Mashuti. We are back on a qualifying session at the moment, so these guys have got 15 minutes to get their best time in, which is going to line them up for the feature race this evening. Some good racing in the first race, wasn't there, Mark?
There was. I saw a couple of incidents that happened. Unfortunately, Nick de Villa and Valigre got caught up in a couple of tussles, but Luty did an absolutely outstanding drive. So absolutely, and it's nice to see the G come up through the rankings from the back to the front. What did he end up? Third in the end?
Third,
was it?
Yeah.
Third, yeah. Absolutely.
So just got past by Morgan at the finishing line.
Just past him on the finish line, right. So now it's obviously now down to qualies. Let's see who gets the best lap in on here. I'm going to ask you the question now, Kelly, and then I'll ask you, Mika. Who do you think is a good bet for this race then?
Well, for me, I'm only G. That's who I'm going for.
Yeah, default.
Yeah, it's like odds-on favourite. I'll have that one, thank you. So the only G. I mean, to be fair, Motor and Morgan as well. I think Motor and Morgan will be close with him, but for my prediction for this one will be the only G.
Right, got it. And what about yourself, Mika?
I think Motor and Morgan has a good chance, but like Caleb said, the only G also has a pretty good chance of winning today.
Yeah, and I'm going to stick with my previous bet on the first race and back John Boy again. That's what I'm going to go for. So I'm looking out for you, mate. If you're listening when you listen to the stream later, come on, John Boy, let's do it.
Yep, you can thank Mark later, or you can send him some hate mail if he's just cursed your race, of course, because the commentator's curse is strong at Motive. Always has been. So yeah, all those guys who we've just predicted have probably got their heads in their hands. And as we see someone goes, who's that gone round? Nick de Villa, is it?
Could be. Let me look.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, somebody went round anyway. not the best place to be, as we see Smokey. Yeah, there we go. There was Nick the Villa. I'm sure that was the. Yeah, look, he's got headlight out. So yeah, he's had a bit of an adventure on the grass. Has Nick the Villa? He was going quite well in the first race, wasn't he, guys?
He was, yeah, no, absolutely. Up in third place most of the way around, and then unfortunately got nicked off by Valigre. But he's one to watch out, is Nick the Villa. I've done a fair bit of practicing with him on touring car, and he did pretty well actually at Donington Park on Sunday. Certainly one to watch out. He does make a few mistakes, though. I must say, on the same token, it's about consistency. As we all know, I mean, you've got to be putting in 4th and 5th place as much as you possibly can do as a minimum to get anywhere near winning the championship regularly, week on, week off. Do you know what I mean?
And of course, this coming from the man who is the reigning touring car champion here on Motive.
Thanks for mentioning it.
Mentioning it. Yeah, I thought I'd give you a shout there and make you feel good.
Bless you.
And if anybody knows how to put a championship together, it's you, Mark, because as I said, you're reigning champion. I agree with you on Nick the Villa. He's got pace, he's got speed, but he still makes little mistakes which are just letting him down, really. He's definitely a quick boy, but he just needs to, I don't know, just to fine-tune things a little bit and just cut some of the mistakes out,
That's it.
He's got to be more consistent in his lap times and his strategy.
Absolutely.
You've literally got to go through a whole race without coming off once to end up first, second or third. Do you know what I mean? You have to be on it. The focus is just unbelievable, really, isn't it? That you have to get through to get to. Which, coming back to my championship last season, I literally was just like so focused. You have to be. You lose one race, you go right down. It's just so impactful.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about my third race. It's just a disaster.
Oh, mate. What did you do? That was in, which race was that? Was that the GT3?
Last Saturday. I think I also got commentator cursed. Because they said, new driver, we need to keep an eye on him. And I think I spun like 10 times a day.
Do you think you didn't get a decent setup for it? What do you think? Do you think you got a bad setup? What was it?
Yeah, I know I got a bad setup because I mixed up the tyre sets. While doing practice, I mixed up the tyre sets. I had softs in the front and hard in the rear.
Oh, that's not going to work.
Do it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll do it.
Well now.
Yeah, you've got to be so careful.
We're now practicing for Saturday.
You do have to practice. Did you get any practice in? Sorry, Kelly, did you get any practice in? Nikki, did you get any practice in before Saturday?
He's gone.
No.
What's up now? You still there, Mika?
Yeah, I am.
Oh yeah.
It was a question. Can you hear me? Mika, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, I was saying, did you get any practice in before your GT3 race last week?
I did a bit, but I did not like the track. I did not like it.
Well, you've got to put in the work.
Laguna Seca.
Laguna Seca, yeah.
Yeah, you've got to put in the work, unfortunately. There's, once you start focusing in on it, and you just got to, it is what it is. Well, good luck for next week, though, yeah?
Yeah, hopefully a bit better now.
My first sim race was on Motive not that long ago, last season. On the touring cars, my first one, I managed to mess something up and got a little frustrated and was still on stream and managed to have a little bit of a swear, as some people will remember.
I remember that one.
Yeah. All the pro laps.
Ruin.
Yeah, all the prolapse lot remember that. Yeah, it was a talking point for for a couple of weeks. That was my little tantrum I had, and which happened to be live on the stream. Yeah, so that was my first race. I think the second one I was disqualified for speeding in the pit lane. So yeah, that was my first couple of races.
Your steering wheel for filling speed limiter.
Yeah, I didn't have it. Well, I had it set up. But I just didn't slow it down fast enough before I got to the before I pressed the button. I just didn't slow down anything like quick enough. In fact, I think that was the Algar. I think I came into the pit lane at about 100 miles an hour. So so disqualified, out. That was my first experience of the weekend. Of a race meeting. But never mind. I've got a little better at it. Not much.
Just giving a bit of an update on the timings. My man who's my bet down, John Boy's in the lead with 1:32.46, with the G very close behind with 1:34. So to be no surprise, the G's right up there, mate. We've got a bit of a flash of the lights there from the John Boy letting, I believe, the G3 or someone through was on a fast lap here. That's very courteous driving of him.
Yes, indeed. And just looking in the comments, your friend at Prolapse, Nicky, says, I'm sitting here with BT and he has a yellow dress on with rainbows on it, and it's very tight and hugging thing. Well, you can see that there's a party going on there. You guys enjoy yourselves now. That's all a little bit bizarre.
Socially distancing, hopefully. Socially distancing, Nicky.
Well, it sounds like Nicky's getting very interested. So what goes on at Prolapse, eh?
He was saying that no one's commenting on the stream comments. I just had a WhatsApp message from him, so I will be looking, Nicky, at the chat on that. I will be king of chat.
Yes, indeed. I did think to myself that we need to look more at the chat. I have been, you know what Clios are like. It's so distracting when they're actually racing, and certainly in the three-way conversation that we've got, there's so much to talk about that we don't have an opportunity to look at the to look at the chat so much, but we shall, and we are, and
we will.
And Nicky is wearing. I've got to put my glasses on. He's wearing Dan's bikini. That he left in the Prolapse office. Well, that's definitely rubbish, because Daniel wouldn't leave his bikini anywhere. He's very funny about his bikini.
He's wearing it now while he's in the seat, isn't he?
Yeah, of course he's wearing it now. He doesn't drive without his bikini, so that must be somebody else's bikini that was left in the Prolapse office. It wasn't mine. I'm still wearing mine, of course. You know. my rainbow bikini.
Your mankini.
Oh no, I'm proper girl one. You know. No Borat type rubbish. Not having that.
Of course, yeah. That'll be a sight, mate. I tell you.
Yes, indeed. So, John Boy's still at the top of the standings here. Only G is only 1/10 behind, or 1/10 and a half behind him. Delore is in third place. Looty McShooty in fourth again. Look, very, very tight. So from 1 to 8 is covered by less than a second.
Wow.
Clios are so competitive. They're so competitive. 2.5 minutes to go. So still time for those who are on track. Those who are off track, then you're going to struggle. But to be fair, it's only Nick DeVille who's in the pits at the moment. Everyone else is on track. So
it's going to be interesting. It's going to be hard to beat from that time for the John Boy. But that's right, Mika. The 0.154 is a big gap if you think about it in these cars. It might not sound like it, but it is. It really is, yeah. And if you look at the real G, he is 1.5, 0.15 behind him, and is not catching up.
No, that's it. It's so tight. It's a big gap. So John Boy's put in a hell of a lap there, hasn't he? And we've got 1.5 minutes left. So it's everybody's put in their last ones. The fuel's reducing now, so they'll have a slightly lighter cars. Maybe the tyres have come up to optimum track temperature. So let's see. The last couple of laps, see where we end up. Seeing if there's any movement.
It's going to be interesting. With one more person in the pit, because he's not going to improve.
Which is the corner that they go up on two wheels? Someone coming up here, is it?
This one.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Oh, you can see there.
Someone goes off right there.
Obviously, a big curve there that's unbalancing the cars to make them do that.
When you're in, when you're directing on the camera, Mika, go on. I do like it, the bonnet view, or yeah, because when you're driving behind, when they're all bunched together, the view is unbelievable. You see some really, really close drivings, so that'll be good for the viewers. Sometimes. Yeah. I like that one.
Yeah, I do too.
Kelly showed me that one. Kelly knows all about this sort of stuff. I haven't got a clue.
As John Boy gives it up, he's going to go with that time, to stick with that time. So who can go quicker? So G's still on track. Is G going to go quicker? He's probably the man. He's probably the man with the best chance at it. He's just coming up. This is the rainbow corner, is it? Oh no, it's the last corner.
No,
last corner. Yeah, not the rainbow one. That's earlier in the lap. So he's coming up to the line. Has he gone quicker?
Let's see if he can do it.
Yeah, we'll know in just a moment. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't improve. So Dolores still out there. Motoring Morgan all the way down in 8th. Dolores, oh look at the bonnet on his car. He's given up, so he's out. Unorthodox still on track, and yeah, he's slowing down. So yeah, I don't think there's anybody. Motoring Morgan, yeah, there we go. Motoring Morgan slowing down. So that looks like your grid. Smoky Devil's still on it.
Gonna give it one more try.
Yeah, I don't know where he is. If he's up at the moment,
near the end.
Near the end.
This is the one where they almost go flying.
Yeah.
So
that's
to the right.
Oh, he's lost it. Smoky's lost it. Oh,
he's
shame.
done.
Yeah, and you can see he's done. So there you go. Pole position goes to the way of John Boy on a 1:30.2. The only G in second place, just a snip behind. Delore is second. Third. Fourth place, Looty McShooty. Fifth, the Whois Rocker, or the House Rocker. And Orthodubs Dan is your man in sixth place. Nick DeVilla, seventh. Motoring Morgan, eighth. Melted Daza is ninth. 10th place is Valiga. 11th, Smoky Devil. And WRSJ is your man in 12th place. So, no reverse grid this time. No rolling start. We are straight off the line. With a standing start. There is a mandatory pit stop, 28 laps, mandatory pit stop. I'm not sure when the pit window opens, but usually about half distance ish, lap 12, 15, something like that. They have to take the mandatory pit stop. Don't have to do anything, don't have to change tyres, don't have to fuel in, nothing like that. They just have to take that stop. It is compulsory. Predictions. Mark, you're going for John Boy, yes? Mark, you still there? Oh, we've lost Mark by the sounds of it. Mika, who were you going with?
Well, I'm going with the only G.
The only G, you and me both. So we're both back in the only G, and X-Mark has. He seems to have dropped out his network connection or something. We'll see if we can get him back.
Yeah, I'm back again.
Oh,
I'm back
there we
again.
go.
Lost connection. I'll need to do another share play again, Hunter. Sorry, mate.
Let's
right.
see if I can do it real quick.
Okay, well, those guys are sorting that out. I'll tell you once again that we are at Sportland Sergio for this round of the Silent Energy Clio Cup.
Thank you.
This is round 3. This is round 3. Race 2, round 3, and we are syncing up, ready to go. If we could swap to the front, John Boy, to John Boy, Mika. Can we do that? Yeah, there we go, and we're away. And nice even start from John Boy by the looks of it. He comes across to cover off the only G as they come down. The only G under pressure from Looty, I think that might be going down the inside of him, and he certainly has. John Boy has got away and has broken the gap a little bit, but Looty Mashuti's up in the seconds, put one over on the only G in third, and Delore is your man in 4th place as they come. That was close. That was very close as we're on board with the only G right up behind Looty McShooty. Fantastic view, as we both said, as we come round. This is the Rainbow Corner, Prolapse Corner.
This is the Rainbow Corner. Yeah.
Sorry, this is the Rainbow Corner. This is a Prolapse Corner. You'll see all the Prolapse boys sitting on the infield in their deck chairs, in their bikinis on that one. Don't know what else is going on. If we could go for a track view, Mika, that would be great. So we could go trackside and see who's where as the cameraman picks it back up. You can see the only G's close. Dolores right behind him. Who else is in the mix? Dan's come up a little bit into 6th place. DeHuis Rocker we're on board with him now. As Mika has pointed out to us, and we've been reliably informed that's not how it's pronounced. DeHuis Rocker is what we've been calling him on Motive. It does translate into the House Rocker, and he's your man we're on board with at the moment, going quite well in 5th place right at the moment. But look at G. G's going round the outside of Looty. Can he make it stick down into turn 1? We'll wait to see.
We lost X1 again.
I was going to get there again. There he goes. Looty's gone still down the inside of G, and they're going side by side. Doran, and G has made it stick round the outside. He's got the inside line for the next one. Oh, Looty gets hit by DeHuis Rocker and Looty. They make contact, push each other off the track. But DeHuis Rocker is, well, he's being mugged now. Who's he being mugged by? I think that's Dan. Dan's got, Delore and Dan have gone through. Yeah, there you go. It's Dan in the green livery 16 car. He's got through past, so a bit of a shocker for Looty and DeHuis Rocker. They've both gone backwards a little bit, so the only G is now up in 2nd place, and he's going to go hunting after John Boy, but John Boy's pushed a second and a half in front now on lap 2 and is controlling this race. Good start from everyone, guys, don't you think?
If I could see it. But yeah, I'm sure. I'm going to let you guys crack on. I'm gonna have a look on the stream, but I'll be out of time. Carry on. Sorry, lost connection.
Oh, okay. Again, fun and games with the just the way that the Project Cars games work. Unfortunately, Mark can't see exactly what we're seeing. And who was that? Delore has let couple through actually. So he must have felt that that he needed to let them through. Flash of the lights, and he's dropped down a few places by letting everyone through. We're on board with Dan. He's up into 3rd place at the moment. Had a bit of a rubbish race 1 really. Wasn't really in the mix as such, but he's now going well in 3rd place at the moment. We've lost Mart, unfortunately, through the technicals. So unfortunately we won't get any more from him, but which is a shame. So far so good, Mika, don't you think?
Yeah, it's going well so far. Just 2 minor crashes, but so far so good. Who was that in the back going a bit wide? I think that was Delore.
Yeah, it could be Delore. Yeah, absolutely, could be him. As you can see, they're all in very close company, aren't they? Just behind Dan on Orthodubs, who's the green car in the front of this train. As you can see, look at the back end goes. Looty looks at Dan. You can really see the car in front. The back end struggling. Looty's going to have a look up the inside. Dan's going right round. Look at it sideways. This is good action for these guys as they go round. This is the last corner. They're going to be side by side, leaning on each other. But Dan's still in front. He's going to try and is he going to try and he'd probably hold his line actually. So Looty's got to outbrake Dan into turn 1. He's got the run, he's got the momentum. Can he be later on the brakes? Where's Dan? He goes round, they touch. Dan gets pushed out. I don't know where Dan's gone. Dan's gone backwards to 5th. Whatever, we can't see what's going on behind. We're still on board with Looty at the moment. As we come up to the chicane, if we there we go. What are we on board with the only G now in 2nd place.
With John Boy.
Yeah, John Boy in front. Yes,
activity right here. There we go.
Yeah. There's Dan. He was in third. He's now down to fifth. Got a bit of work to do, but he's close behind them. So it isn't done and dusted yet, but he's got a bit of work to do now. A couple of comments in the chat. Pretty much all Nicky just pretty much chatting away to himself then. Dan must be driving with those stilettos on. He's not usually this slow. Well, yeah, I think he's taking his stilettos off for race 2 because he's back on a mission as he's just put a move on Delore. And prolapse corner. Love it. Yeah, got your own corner, Nicky, the rainbow corner. As I said, that's where you can all sunbathe in your bikinis. Right there on prolapse corner.
Marshals though, they don't like it.
Yeah, they won't do. I mean, yeah, you know, the marshals might get a little bit offended by Nicky in his bikini and all the rest of the prolapse.
More distracted, I think. They won't do their job properly. yeah, that's it. They won't be able to. They'll have to. I don't know. Just I don't know. They'd have sick bags out there for them or something like that, isn't it? You know, where something they could. Wasn't going to that point, mate, but okay.
Yeah, there you go. We're on board with Dan on Orthodubs. He's now hunting Luty back down again. They had a bit of a tussle in turn 1 just a lap or so ago, and now Dan's hunting him down again. See the back end of that Clio, Mika? They just it runs wide, just so loose, isn't it, on the back end?
Yeah, it likes to slide a lot. It looks like. Oh,
yeah, these cars. Yeah, there he goes down the outside. Luty, is he still there? Dan's going to give him space. Yeah, it feels like look like they touched again. Looks like Dan's through. He's made it stick. There you go as we go trackside. Yeah, Luty hasn't given it up though, has he? He's right there behind him, and lots of action going on right behind Dan at the moment. All these guys want that last podium position, don't they? Yes, indeed, as they...
Yeah, oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're right.
I didn't know that you meant that for me. Big battle going on right there. Ooh, what's that behind Luty?
That's Motorin Morgan. Yeah, Motorin Morgan's come back up into it, and he's a quick boy as well. Going to go 3 wide, is going to turn 1. Luty's gone. Oh, he's made it stick. Dan's going to go back down the inside.
First penalty. First penalty right now.
Yeah, gone to Valiga by the looks of it. Yeah. Look at these two going at it, Mika. They've been side by side for a couple of corners, going at it. Dan and Luty. Dan's had to give it up, and that means Motorin Morgan's been able to go through as well. Looks like Dan's gone. Oh, Dan's still there, look.
We're still fighting.
Yep, still fighting indeed.
Back this corner.
Yeah, and he's through. Oh yeah, got it done. Round Rainbow corner onto the back straight. He's going to go back after Luty. As he goes a little bit deep on that corner. Back end was a little bit, he had to kind of put that all back together, and that has given Motorin Morgan an opportunity to get up beside Dan and pass him again by the looks of it. As he goes back into 4th place for Motorin Morgan. Now he's hunting Luty McShooty down, and Dan's got all the work to do again. The
what kind of time penalty we're looking at for Blizzard?
2 seconds, yeah, that was probably track limits. If we go back to the front, Mika, the only G is right on John Boy. And in fact, there you go, look. If we go, that's it, perfect. We go trackside, only G's down the inside on the first the first straight, so he's going to have the inside line for the first corner. The only G's got it done. He's up into first place. He's caught John Boy and passed him. So these guys
not giving up though.
Yeah, absolutely. John Boy won't give up. He's a racer. He'll stick with it. He'll stay with it all the way to the end. But the only G is a quick guy, and he's going to try and check out now. As we see just in the background, if we jump back to Luty McShooty there, Mika, we can see the whole. Look at this lot. Look at this. There's like 3rd place back to. How far are we going back? Probably back as far as...
that's maybe 10th.
Yeah, back as far as... yeah, Nick Gavilla. Nick Gavilla in 10th. Yeah, he's just off the back of this train, isn't he? So he's just... So it's Melted Dazza is the man in front of him. But look at this lot. So 3rd back to 10th is absolutely anybody's race at this point. We're only on lap 7. 28 laps to do and a pit stop. as well. So still all to play for here at Sergio. Yeah, good racing so far, Mika, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is. Some good buying going on. Good racing spirit.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It's good racing in these Clios. Always is, week in, week out, for these guys.
Looks like John is going back. Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah, John.
Back of the only G.
Yes, well spotted, Mika. He certainly is right on the back. Oh, he got very close there. Nearly. Oh, look at that! Going right round the outside. He's going to struggle to make that stick. But then you have that.
Little bit of position back. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that was a little bit rude from John Boy, and he knew it. He couldn't hop across the gravel and take the position. He knew it. He just had to regroup. It's a long race. There's no point being spun round, is there? So yeah, he's regroup. He can have another go at G.
That's the camera.
Yeah, cameraman. Yeah, he's all over. The cameraman's daydreaming, isn't he? You know,
now, the camera's maybe distracted from Nikki in her bikini.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be. It would certainly distract me. That's for certain. Sure. You know, yeah. Luckily, we can't see him, so yeah, it's all good. So yeah, the only G still under pressure from John Boy as they come round lap 8 of this 28-lap race.
It'll be interesting to see when and who is going to pit first.
Yes, indeed, and I don't know off the top of my head when the pit window opens, to be honest. I think it'll be a little bit more. I think it'll be like lap 12, lap 15 maybe. So we'll keep an eye on and see who pulls the trigger first and makes that pit stop. But while we've been watching this, Luty Mashuti has got himself back into third place in front of Motoring Morgan. As you can see, these guys...
Some close racing right here.
Yeah, absolutely. As Dan is having a look at Motoring Morgan. Dan hasn't given this one up for sure. He still wants some results here, but he's under pressure from Tahuis Rocker, the House Rocker. He's there in that mix as well as
he's falling back.
Yeah, a little bit. He's coming under pressure from Delore. Chop and change with these guys, Mika, isn't it? You know, but they're all still very, very close here at the moment. So Luty McShooty hasn't been able to break away from this group just yet. Motoring Morgan,
back here because they're really close.
Really, it's hard to know which one to watch, isn't it? You know, so yes, indeed, the battle for the lead. John Boy hasn't given it up yet. He wants that race win. He wants that lead back. He wants that race win. And he's right in the slip now, really tight as he comes off the back of the last corner. G trying to break that toe, and I thought G was going to pit then. I don't know what happened to him there.
I thought the same thing right there.
Yeah, maybe he thought better of it.
John Hatcher breaking right here. Does he?
Oh, John Boy, nice switchback from John Boy. Nice move, yeah, nice.
Great overtake from John Boy.
Nice clean racing, but the only G won't give that one up either. None of these boys will give it up. So now watch the only G come back at him. Nice bit of driving from John Boy. Lovely switchback, made that stick again. The guys behind. Here we go. We go backwards again now. Who's moved up? The House Rocker's moved up. The House Rocker has moved up in front of Dan and Delore. So yeah, he's had a good couple of corners while we've been watching the front guys, and Motoring Morgan has reeled Luty in a little bit.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he has, hasn't he? He's pressuring the back of him again now. So these guys still very, very close racing, and this is Clio's, the first Clio race I commentated on. We went about 20 laps with everyone being within a second of each other. It's Morgan, we held on to that. Yeah, that was Luty McShooty. I almost said it was Motoring Morgan, but it was Luty. Got back wheel up over the top of the curb and just lost the back end, but was able to able to hold on to it, but he's under pressure now, Mika, as Motoring Morgan is right in that slipstream. Has he got enough? Has he got enough as they come down into turn 1? Oh, Morgan just gives him a tap. A little bit of a nudge as they went into... Yeah, a little bit of nudge, but no real harm done. Yes, indeed, no real harm done there.
Oh, we have the first pit.
Yeah, Melted Dazzler, by looks of it, is in and out. He's done his pit stop, lap 11. I presume that's where that he's in the window. He's in the pit window. So Melted Dazzler has done his pit stop, so he's got it over and done with. So first man to do it. All got very quiet in the chat after Nicky's chat about bikinis and Prolapse Corner. Nobody else wants to comment really. So get your comments in.
They just want to watch the race.
Yeah, that's probably what's happening. They're probably just watching the race, and it's too exciting to type a comment because you might miss something. As we're watching, the Emily G is back on the back of John Boy. Action up and down the field. Look, as G's trying to get down the inside. Again, it looked like he was going to the pits, but he didn't. Trying to get the best advantage out of that slipstream, so he.
Mental warfare right here. He's trying to confuse John Boy.
He's certainly confusing us.
He sure is. But John Boy looks a bit too smart for him right there.
Yes, indeed. As Nick the Villa is the next man to pit. Nick the Villa in the pits at the moment, so he's going to be the next man who's going to get it over and done with. As we go back on with Motoring Morgan, who's still right up behind Looty Mashuti, but hasn't found a way through. Just behind that.
Giving up on him.
Yeah.
Ooh, might be seen overtake soon.
As he's having a little bit of look as they come round Rainbow Corner. The second one, that's Rainbow Corner. That one, just before Rainbow Corner. Yeah, he's having a look at him. But in the background, we've still got Dan looking very racy behind Delore as well, and the House Rocker just behind that is also in this fight as well a little bit.
He sure is, but just falling back twice a bit. You see the group really splitting up. We have John Boy and the real G in front. After that we have Lou and Motor Morgan, yeah?
Yeah, that's correct, yeah.
And then we have a train of 3 people?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 people flying for 5th and 6th.
Yes, indeed.
We've seen overtake here from Motor Morgan today.
Yeah.
Any time now.
Yeah, he's on the outside though. He's going to go round all the way round the outside.
Yeah, but he is faster.
Yeah, he's making it stick.
There we go.
Yeah, he had that drive off that last corner, Mika, and just managed to stay in the slipstream and just had that momentum to make it stick, didn't he?
He sure did. That was a great overtake from Motoring Morgan.
Yes, but look at the guys behind. See how they're catching up. Look, while these two are scrapping, all the other guys have reeled them back in again. So we're game on again for these 5. Again, 3rd place is not settled here by a long shot. John Boy's got a half a second now on the only G. So this is really the best fight on track, really, as we're on board with Dan on Orthodubs, and he's. I mean, any one of these guys can still put the car on the podium. So long way to go yet, and still plenty of action to come. So yeah, it's still John Boy from the only G.
Forgiving, aren't they? You see how this back end slip a lot.
Yes. Yes, we are, and yes, it is. Right. Okay. Thanks, Kurt. Yes, we are, and yes, it is. What you saying? That's in the chat, by the way, just in case you haven't got your YouTube. I don't know. That's just in the.
That's my question.
Yeah.
Where was that for?
Yeah. Where was that for? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Yes, we are, and yes, it is. So yeah, I agree. Whatever. Look at this. Look, Delore having a cracking run down. Is he going to slow it down? Is he going to slow it down? Oh, that's Lucy got wide.
Going wide.
Yeah, he's still there though. He's still in there. Oh, as he gives a little tap to
He
Delore.
just lost it. He's lost.
Yeah, did they? I think they might. I think they might have rubbed just a little bit.
Right now.
Yes, indeed. So still great action. And I was just going to comment on what you were saying, Mika. The back end is really twitchy on these. You can really see it in this camera angle, can't you? The way that the back end just twitches around on these little Clios.
Yeah, and the next corner is really clear. If you look in the next corner, it's so clear that the scars don't like the rear end, even though it's way lighter than a normal Clio. Look right here, and there goes the
Luti's down the inside. Yeah.
Oh. No, they're still side by side.
As Delore goes, Delore goes back in front
really
of
close.
Luty McShooty. Yes, these cars are extremely tricky to handle. These are the touring cars, have got to be one of the hardest ones. That's why if you go on the general lobby of project cars and you go in there and race with all the other muppets who just want to crash you off, that's why very, very rarely do you ever see touring cars or Clios come up, because if you think you can drive,
you only see basically GT3s and GTEs.
Yeah, GTEs and GT3s have got to be the most planted cars and the easiest to drive.
Oh, what happened there?
Yeah, a bit of pushing and shoving there from, I think it was Dan and Hertz Rocker, I think, just had a little coming together, a little bit of pushing and shoving there from those two. No harm done, a little bit of a race incident, I feel.
Wait.
And only G's done it again.
G takes his position back.
Yeah, it takes position. I think this is going to run and run all the way through this race. To be honest with you, Mika, I think it's going to. Yeah, look, John Boy has another look down the inside along the long straight. Can't quite make it stick from there.
He's not giving him the position back.
This is, as I said.
Position for now.
Yeah, this is going to run and run, mate. It's going to. It's going to swap positions a few more times. Yeah, I'm sure of it. These guys have now gapped the rest of the pack by 8 seconds now. So Motor Morgan is 8 seconds off the lead. As these guys,
they still have to pit.
Yes, they do. You're quite right.
Have to pit.
Yeah, and they still have to have a pit stop yet. We'll see what they do. See if they decide to go long or what strategies they use. We'll see as the race unfolds. Just going back to what I was saying. Oh, look at the rest of the pack here. These 5 or 6 are still in very close company at the moment. Go back just quickly to what I was saying. If anybody out there, if you guys think you can drive, then come and have a go at these Clios. And then if you think you can drive well, come and have a go and race these guys in these Clios. Because I tell you, I've tried it and it is brutal. Absolutely brutal. It is extremely high concentration, hard racing. These Clios are a handful, and get on a grid with 11 other guys who are handy behind the wheel, and this is what you get.
I would think Clios are better than rally cars right now, because those cars are just not to handle.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, as I said, I've driven these. I did a couple of races of Tier 2 last season just to kind of give it a go, and they are honestly, you never get the back wheels, the back tyres warmed up. The back tyres are blue all the time. They never warm up.
No, because it's front wheel drive.
Yeah, front wheel drive there. What are they? 150 horsepower, 170 horsepower, something like that. Not a particularly powerful car on the scale of things, but incredibly tricky to drive, as we've said before. John Boy again is within a couple of within about 2/10 of the only G at the moment. This is very.
Kurt came back to us.
Sorry.
Kurt came back to us. Yes, we are watching, and yes, it is exciting.
Yes, you're right. Well, good. We agreed with all that, didn't we, Mika? Yes, it is exciting.
Sure
and
is.
yes, we are watching. Yeah. Kurt, thanks for that. Because it's great racing this evening. A few other comments. I haven't got my glasses on, that's why I'm struggling with reading the comments on my tablet at the moment.
What a race, so exciting. And we have Kurt coming back, Phil commenting back up the list.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, where are we at the moment? We're on board here with Delore, who's in this battle here from basically from Looty McShooty all the way back. Sorry, Motoring Morgan, all the way back to Unorthodox. Really, these 5 cars, all in very close.
Giving up on each other.
No, they certainly aren't giving up. No, each one of them. Everyone in this group thinks that they've got a chance at the podium here. The front two are checking out at nearly 9 seconds off the lead.
Right there. All
yeah.
those 5 cars driving fast.
Absolutely, all in very, very close company. Each one just waiting for the one in front to make a mistake or an opportunity to open itself up to be able to.
And the Lord sees one. Does he take it out? Let's see.
He's down the inside.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
looking
he
good.
does.
Yes, he does. Delore moves up into 4th place, so he can get after Motoring Morgan now. That means Looty goes back one. He's got Dehuis Rocker right behind him, and Dan close company as well. As you can see, this train of 5 cars all fighting for this last podium position here. So still all to play for. None of these guys have pitted. The only guys I've seen pit so far have been Melted Daza and Nick the Villa.
I'll be right back.
Okay, yep. Me could be right back. So I don't know what he's off, comfort break or something like that. Keep your likes coming, your subscription, you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done all that stuff. Oh, as we look, Delore again just getting close on the back of Motoring Morgan. I'm surprised Motoring Morgan hasn't checked out yet. He's usually a quick boy, but he can't seem to break away from these 5 guys here that are still scrapping for those last podium position. Do love that shot as they come around that corner. I know I've said it a couple of times, but it's an awesome shot. So some great racing here with the Clio Cups. We are waiting to see which one of these guys pits first. I think really is going to be what's going to shake this train up. So as we have a look, Delore's going to have a look down the inside of Motoring Morgan. He's on the inside for the next one as well, but Motoring goes all the way around the outside and makes it stick. Looty McShooty hasn't getting involved now, as oh look, they're all in very close company. Looty can't really make that stick, so they all now Dehuis Rocker is up the inside of Looty, and they're going to go side by side through the chicane, and they all get out of it. Daniel gets up the inside. He's going to get both of them. Looks like, yes indeed, Unorthodox Dan makes 2 places there while those 2 are scrapping. This is a problem when you start scrapping with the person in front. You go out wide, you're going to have somebody else right behind you like Dan. It's going to come along and take advantage of that position, which he did. So yeah, change of position there. Dan's come up a couple of places into 5th place. So green car. It's Motoring Morgan, Delore and Unorthodox, the first 3 green cars. You then got Looty McShooty, then the House Rocker, and that's the way these lot come round, still scrapping for this. And we've lost Hunter from the party. I've no idea, and I've got no control over the race direction now either. So Hunter has left the party. I don't know what's happened to him. With a bit of luck, hopefully. He said he was popping off, so hopefully he'll be back very, very shortly. I've got, for those on the stream who are wondering like I'm talking to myself, I'm not. I've got the Only G in my ear. Are you not supposed to be driving? He's driving. Cool as cucumber. He's chatting to me just in my ear, and he's leading the race with well, I can't see what's going on, so obviously John Boy's pitted. Yes, John Boy's pitted behind you, or spun. I don't know which, because I can't see because I'm on Delore. So Only G's got 7 seconds in front of him now, so that's put Motoring Morgan into 2nd place at the moment, because I'm guessing that John Boy pitted. I'm on my own now, so if anybody can help me out on the chat, has John Boy been in the pits? Did we see that? So yeah, if anybody help me out on the stream, that would be on the chat, that would be absolutely lovely. So we know what's going on, because he was in a couple of tenths ahead of the Only G. So the Only G's got to get his head down now and put those lap times in so he can come out in front of John Boy when he takes his stop. Is he going to stop early? Is he going to stop late? We're on lap 20. There's only 8 to go as we see Delore going into the pits. Delore goes into the pits for his pit stop. We're on board with him at the moment. So, as I said, mandatory pit stop. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to take on tyres or fuel or anything like that. There's no damage set to these cars. As the Only G is in the pits, in and out the pits. Delore in the pits, as you can see. The mechanics there we go, good pit. He's out and on his way. Where did that bring back the Only G? The Only G comes out behind John Boy with Vliga in between the two of them. So we'll have to see how that pans out later on. I apologise that we're not jumping from car to car. We lost Hunter, or Mika as his real name is. We seem to have lost him. He seems to have left and or gone off to do something. And so all I can show you is Delore's race at the moment with 7 laps left to go. As we stand, it's Motoring Morgan is your man out in front at the moment. He's got only a second on Lucy McShooty. DeHuis Rocker in third and Dan in fourth. Now those none of those have pitted. John Boy's the first one who's pitted, and yeah, no one in the game chat has, the YouTube chat has helped me out and confirmed that John Boy pitted, but we presume he's pitted. So he has. Thank you. So John Boy's pitted. So he's the first. So he's net leader at the moment. I don't think Vliga has pitted yet. He's got a time penalty anyway. So net second place is the Only G at the moment. But Lucy McShooty out in front. Again, as I said, I apologise. We're on Delore at the moment, and I haven't got the power to switch us over onto anything else. So we'll just have to try and just work out the positions as we go. Excuse me while I take a sip of my tea. If you've got any comments, now's your time. Love to hear you in the comments. Love to know what you're thinking. Give us a shout, so on and so forth. I don't think so, Kurt. Yeah, what we're not thinking so. The question I asked was, has John Boy pitted? We know he has, because G's whispered in my ear and said that he has. We haven't heard anything from Nicky for a little while. Obviously, sunning himself on Rainbow Corner. So I mean, this will end up being Prolapse home track, won't it? If it's got a corner named the Rainbow, then it's got to be, hasn't it? So we continue. Lap 22, Motoring Morgan still in front, hasn't stopped. Lucy McShooty in second and a bit, or second or so behind Motoring Morgan. The Huis Rocker in third, Daniel in fourth. None of those guys have pitted yet. They've still got 6 laps to do so. The only John Boy is 5th place, but net first. The Only G is behind him now and has got past Vigla and is into that 6th position. Second or so, he's second and a bit behind John Boy, so he's got some work to do to catch that up, but knowing G, he'll give it his best shot. As I said, we're on board with Delore at the moment, and being that both of my co-commentators have gone and left me, and yeah, they've both gone and left me, so I'm here on my own with no control either. So all I can do is talk and tell you about Delore. So while we're on Delore, and Kurt said we don't mind watching Delore. Well, no, I don't mind watching him. He's a good driver. I have got some facts about Delore actually. So while I can't see anything else, and we can't see anything else, let me just find those facts for you. And well, we know we've seen him before many times, and his brother incidentally is Valiga, who's in 7th place at the moment. They're brothers, and Well, now I'm going to have to put my glasses on, aren't I? 34 years old from Belgium. Delore is 34 years old from Belgium. And what else has he put? Goals for the season. Top 10, hoping for the first victory in Tier 1. Well, probably won't come tonight, but I'm sure he's usually at the sharp end, so I'm sure that will be coming your way, no doubt, soon. Inspirational quotes or mottos. Being second is to be the first one that loses. Yeah, I'm one for saying that one as well. Second place is just the first loser. He likes to win. Doesn't like to be second place. Who have we got in the pits? Vigla is in the pits at the moment. The top 4 still haven't pitted. They can pit any time they like, as long as it's not the last lap. So anywhere between here and lap 27 will be where these guys can pit. So top 4 still haven't pitted yet. We'll try and keep an eye on them. Delore will come back when these top 4 pit. Delore will come back into that battle, so we should be able to see some more action. In the chat, indeed, Kurt, we will be glad to see. He'll be glad with the extra footage. Well, yeah, he's getting the show all to himself at the moment. Is Delore? Always he goes a little bit wide there onto the gravel, but no harm done. Dan's in the pits. Dan's pulled the trigger. He's the first of these top 4 group who's decided to go in the pits and take his pit stop. So let's see where Delore ends up with Dan in the pits. Has Delore put enough of effort in and being able to jump down? I think he was slightly ahead of him before the pit stops anyway, as no, Dan has come out in front of Delore, who's picked up a penalty as well. So Delore's picked up a penalty, as you can see just in the foreground. That I think that was Dan just going through the foreground there. We'll see him in the chicane. There you go. So earlier pit stop hasn't worked out for Delore. Hasn't been able to jump down in the pit stops. Just in the background, I can see Nick De Villa and Melted Dazzer are the ones scrapping in the background a little bit. They're having a nice little tussle. In the background, Nick went a little bit wide. As you can see, Delore and Orthodub's in the same shot now. Okay, just in the chat, I'm hearing from Hunter in the chat on YouTube. Sorry, KLF, we had a power outage in our town. Sorry for missing the good parts. So that's why we lost Mika from the commentary. The problem with that is he was the man choosing the camera angles. He was race director on this one as well. So that's why we are stuck on Delore at the moment, who's currently in 7th place with a time penalty. So a podium position for him is looking unlikely. Motu Morgan and Tahus Rocker are both in the pits at the moment. So